9'5", I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Tyler Ervin on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 33 yards that time.
33 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So 3rd down now. They need the the 27-yard line for a first. Out of the gun, Stafford. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down. Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year.
So on fourth down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Packers take over first and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
Ball at the 23, second and 8.
It's second and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And Adams has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
Rodgers.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
He's brought down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a...
There he goes left side. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers have taken the lead.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
and young, and they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a young, and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Check 50, check 50. Check 37, check 37. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Zero. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go, let's calm down. 50, 50. Here we go.
From the 22, Stafford is going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Don't get nervous. Check safety, check safety. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's funny, partner, you often hear how tough it is for a rookie receiver to adjust to the NFL. I think the same is true for tight ends. You're asking them to do a lot in the NFL game with the additional blocking that many of them didn't have to do in college. And T.J. Hockenson, he was the number 8 overall pick in 2019 and had a good rookie season with 32 catches. I expect that number to go way up as he gets more comfortable with the NFL game. A nice catch right there for a first down.
First down, Lions.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
And the Lions first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
3 down, 3 down. 51's Mike. Mike's 51. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 35. 11 yards there, first down.
First down.
Set. Red 80. 51, Mike 51. 10. Hey. 51's to Mike. 51's to Mike. I got it.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
Carry on Johnson. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Complete to Kenny
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Terrific catch and a big chunk of yardage gained by Kenny Galladay, and that's exactly what he does. That's why he's so dangerous downfield. Highest average yards per reception among NFC receivers in 2019 at over 18 yards per catch. He has the length and really has a nose for the football, especially when they put the ball in the air and he goes up and gets it.
From the red zone now, Stafford. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Packers.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown,
Detroit. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Urban on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Rodgers with a handoff to...
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
44, Mike, 44. Hey, keep it up, keep it up.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Switch.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have retaken the lead. Now Crosby for the point after. And that makes it 14-10.
Is good. Makes the score Packers 14, Lions 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. picked off by the linebacker, Jarrad Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. He'll buy some time right. Pass incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Stafford. And James has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Complete.
First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play. First down, Lions.
On first down, Swift. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
2nd and 4.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
32.
From the gun, Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Complete to Jamal Agnew.
A big play there. 52 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. He's going to look deep down the field, and that'll be incomplete.
Rodgers
took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 4th down, here's Green Bay's 3rd-year punter, J.K. Scott. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says, let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. Easy.
Throwing again. Stafford escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. This time they stay on the ground. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And the Lions 1st down.
Lady! Come on, D. Watch tight end's right.
On 1st down, Stafford here. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D.
The final shot before the break, Stafford. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Once again, it's Swift. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for a possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Packers.
Well, looking at it from a
14.
defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Kill! Check 31, check 31.
On 1st and 10, Crosby. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pick up there of 22.
Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. In on the tackle, Jalen Reeves-Maybin.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I don't think you got it, son. Out.
Now a look at the backup, Jordan Love. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it here. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
1st and 10 at the
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Goal at the 4-yard line.
Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Going back to Love. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. Touchdown. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further.
Packers 14. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
I know a lot of Green Bay fans were pretty upset because they drafted Jordan Love, the quarterback out of Utah State. In fact, moved up late in the first round in order to grab him. But remember, they drafted Aaron Rodgers when Brett Favre was around. This kid brings mobility, an accurate arm when the pocket is clean, and they're hopeful to continue to see plays like we just saw in the future.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Kill. Check.
Working out of the gun. Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Darryl Roberts right there in the coverage.
Devontae Adams, incomplete. It's now 3rd down and long.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's a party now. Check 52.
Love from the gun. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
We want it. Come to my world. 44. Mike, 44. Drop deep.
To throw now. Here's Love. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Check, crunch.
Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers are back within a score.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he is now getting into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You're a little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit This series could very well determine our outcome. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
A big spot now for the rookie Love. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack.
Jordan Love
back at the 47-yard line. Jamie Collins. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Love looking to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
DeAndre Swift, the
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run here with Swift. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Now Stafford. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
First and 10.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Tight dog.
Following the interception, Love. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Today's final score, Lions 35, Packers 21.